You know, now that I think about titles for these videos, I really should start naming them niche video game pickups because I really don't have any mainstream stuff I ever get. And I don't know who watches this stuff. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pickups for October 2019. A few things here, mostly, well, all would be Vita and Switch games. So if you're a Switch fan, this might be for you. But again, these are more niche stuff, most of it from limited run games. So we're going to dig right into it. First off, this is an interesting one. By Arc System Works, released by Limited Run Games, this did get a digital availability on the PlayStation Vita. This is one of two of a series. This is called Damascus Gear Operation Tokyo, and this is a top-down mech game, kind of a twin-stick shooter. I've been on a mech kick lately, so I'm kind of interested in digging into this series just to see what it's about. Supposedly it got okay reviews, not horrible, but not like, fantastic by any means. The follow-up to that is Damascus Gear Operation Osaka, more of kind of the same. I want to think probably some upgrades on armor and different things you can do with your mech, because I guess you can kind of mix and match parts to upgrade or whatever, but yeah, more mech stuff is always good. Next, this is a sequel to Revenant Saga. This is another RPG by Kemco. This is Revenant Dogma. This is also available on the PlayStation 4, but the Vita collection is nearly done. I think by this point we have maybe 3 left. There was one that just dropped last Friday. That'll probably come in probably next month, I want to say. But I'm not a huge fan of the Kemco RPGs. They're kind of wonky, I don't know. But I haven't really spent a whole lot of time with them to really give a valid opinion on what I think about them. But just from the way I've seen some of this stuff, they've been getting kind of subpar ratings on them. But yeah, so there's that. This is limited run number 86. This is Deadbolt. This actually just came out last month, I want to say. Or a few weeks ago. Yeah, I think it was last month's release. Yeah, Deadbolt. You play as an assassin. You get kind of free ability to do how you want to handle your missions, whether it be taking your time, going in with, bullets flying, or if you want to use the shadows and pretend you're Batman taking out these guys. There is some challenge to it, though, where it's a one-hit kill, so you gotta kind of be careful, but I guess you can keep going over and over again to complete the missions, but yeah, kind of interested in trying this one out. Getting into the Switch stuff, we'll stick with limited run, I guess. We got River City Girls, a beat 'em up. I kind of like this. It's got this nice little hollow foil cover to it, but nice little beat 'em up. I haven't really played any of the River City games outside of like the original River City Ransom. But this one, a lot of people were playing and praising it and saying it was really good. What I thought was interesting, though, was that it actually came with a soundtrack for this version at no additional cost. And I haven't really had time to listen to it. This does include a manual. I don't know if it includes any like inside cover art or something that you can change out. But yeah, kind of look forward to digging into this one too. This is an interesting one. A lot of people have been talking about it. Recently it was on clearance on Best Buy for like 25 bucks. This is normally a $30 game, but this is a shooter called Cyverior Delta. This is also available on the PlayStation 4, which seems to be the harder version to find. I couldn't find it, but the GameStop near me happened to have this one on the Switch. I'm sure you could probably find the PS4 version online somewhere, though, if you really wanted to get it. But my Switch seems to be turning into quite the shooter system, I guess, for this generation for me, since there's a lot of them, especially since like the Psycho collection and everything are on those, and I play the crap out of that. So yeah, kind of interested in digging in this. I guess it has some interesting mechanics, and I just found out too that the Dreamcast in Japan only, I don't know why I never knew this, had a Cyverior 2 game. But that thing's like freaking expensive to get, so that one probably won't go on my list for Dreamcast imports. Not that I'm actively looking for those. There are a few on my list, but not many. But yeah, so we'll see what that one's like. And then probably the most niche one out of this whole set I was the only one to actually pre-order this from my GameStop. I believe it kind of flew under the radar, but it was originally on the Vita, and I thought about importing it. But when I found out that they were coming out with a English release, I was like, well, maybe I'll just hold off. A lot of the Vita ports that didn't make it over in time have seemingly gone to the Switch. This is Gun Pixies. It's a third-person shooter, and you choose between two different pixies with two different shooting styles, and you're in a dorm room with a bunch of girls. I'll let you kind of figure out what that leads to. This is rated M. There are some more adult situations that you come across. It's very humorous, though. The camera is kind of wonky from time to time, but the shooting mechanics and at its core is actually kind of fun. The other interesting thing about this one is there's a cameo appearance by Noir and Neptune from the Hyperdimension Neptunia RPG series, which has mainly been a Sony exclusive. It was on the PS3, PS4, and the Vita. This is the first time that I know of that they're actually appearing on a Nintendo system, but again, this is ported from the Switch version. This does have a better frame rate on it from what I've seen, but it's mainly the same version as the Vita one, but in English. This particular version actually comes with a softcover art book, but nothing else special about it really. There's no internal art or anything for the Switch case, and I seem to like a lot of those. But yeah, I'm not sure how hard this is going to find. I haven't actually found a copy in any of the GameStops near me, and I haven't seen much advertising for it either. I'm sure it's available on Amazon and such, again, online stuff. You can probably find it if you really want to track it down, but this one I think is going to be more of the uncommon type of Switch game just because of how niche it is and the fan service stuff, and I know a lot of people don't like the fan servicey games, so but yeah. I am about 5 hours into this game. It is pretty fun. I enjoy it. Yeah, I'm not sure how the Vita one would play out. I've seen some reviews of that one, and people say it runs fine. And you don't necessarily need to know the Japanese language to actually get into it, because once you're in the main core of the game, it's just a typical third-person shooter. So, but that's it, short and sweet for this month. I'm already gearing up for November. There's going to be a lot more stuff coming in, I'm sure, from Limited Run. I've actually got some import stuff coming that was limited that I had to jump on, and some other things that should be arriving, but we'll see. So that's it for now. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.